Do 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 do. Okay, let's test out the volume. All right, is that good? Yep, sounds pretty flippin' good to me. All right, let's get that sorted. Let's get that sorted. Right, excellent. Nicely done. What's happening here? Oh, yeah, 84, that's good. Rightio, can't get that toe dirty. Hey girls, what are you doing? Come on, you got to lay into this food. Let's have a look. Hey Spicy Man, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream, mate. What are you doing, bud? You well? Really, don't panic. Don't panic, it's all right. Whoa. Lowy, how are you, bud? Good to see you, mate. Oh. Just chuck that down there. Oh, there you go. All right, so today what we've got to do is we've got to start preparing. Oi, aren't you well? What are you doing? Why is she not well? Yeah, there's something not right there. Okay. Thanks to the 7 people that have tuned in already. All right, crew, so if you have a look down here, we seeded some garlic the other day, right? Check this out. we've already got germination. Ta-da! See that in there? That, my friends, is little garlic spear right here. So this is what they look like when they come out. So see that there? That's basically the start of our garlic. So as you can see, we've got them reasonably even spaced. What I'm going to do, probably not today, maybe tomorrow, is I'm just going to go through and just gently rip out the weeds between them, because once they start growing, we won't get a chance to get in there. But that's what they look like when they germinate out of the ground, so we're doing quite well. Right, let's come up here now. Dun, da, da. Da, 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 da. Oh dear. Okay, so what we've got now, okay, is I'm a bit of a messy gardener, not as in Lionel Messi if there's any football fans out there, but what I do is I prefer to have things growing rather than not have things growing. So in here what I've done is I've let the eggplants go, I've let all the corn go and grow and all the rest of the stuff. So now what's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to try and get this right to tidy it up. So there's only one way to do that, and that's with a bit of elbow grease. So just hang on a second. Hey, come on. What's the matter? Come here. What's the matter? Don't tell me she's got a blocked crop. That's going to be bad news. Ah. All right. Sindel, hello mate, how are you? Nice to see you bludging again, Sindel. All right, people. So what's going to happen is next year, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to grow your garden, right? So that it allows you to be self-sufficient with mulching and all sorts of stuff, right? So what you can see here, okay, is these are the leftover corn plants from last season, right? As you can see, they've gone mouldy and all the rest of it. Now, this is fantastic mulch. So what we're going to do is by summer next year, if all goes well, we're going to buy a mulcher. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make your own mulch, okay, from just stuff that you grow in the garden. All right, now this, best thing about this is corn grows very quickly. It suppresses weeds when it comes up, okay, and on top of that, what it does is it's a really good way to also put a bit of organic matter back into your soil, because you don't have to wait till it's dry like this. This is when it becomes a mulch. So mulch is an inert material, right, that suppresses weeds and allows water to get through. That's what you do when you've got the dried corn stems. When they're green, it's fantastic compost, okay? So, dear. Sindel's drunk again. She's just, you know. So, right, well maybe I can turn this into mulch. Oh, I'm not going to go out and buy a mulcher. No, Sindel, I'm not making mulch. Right. So, what we're going to do here is, now this is a hybrid corn that I got from Aldi this year, and to be straight up with you, I'm not very happy with it. Right, so, I mean it was okay, but not really as good as I thought it was going to be, okay? Now, in here, what we've got is, I've got a few weeds around my little chili trees. Now, I don't know whether these chili trees are going to last through the winter, right? But what we're going to do is, in about 2 weeks, when the cold, or if the rains come, the way this season's going, right, what we're going to do is, we're going to fence off around the chilies, okay? And then when we fence off around the chilies, what we're going to do is we're going to try and encourage them we're sort of in between seasons, Sindel, and typical, if you haven't done it by now, Sindel, don't bother. All right. So, all right, you're always too late, Sindel. Oof. Hello? Oh, yeah. Ah, now we're talking. There we go. These are lovely, people. Doesn't Marco? Oh, wow. I'm good, Vol, for yourself. Whoo, that's a beauty. Ugh, that one got me. Ugh. I know exactly who is going to benefit from these. Whew. Late season. Late season, the chilies do heat up a bit. Good, Volfer, how are you, mate? Thanks to the 12 people that have tuned in on Saturday. That's like a chili capsicum, Sindel. I hear they're really nice with chocolate milk and ice cream. Sindel. So with this, really simple process, right? As you can see, I've got the old garden hoe here, not to be confused with other things out of the garden. Well, I think one of the chickens is egg-bound, fam. She may not be with us for much longer. Right. So, what I'm doing here is we got all of the, well, not all of it. We got 90% of the couch grass out of here, right? And what we did is we used the chickens to do that. We Sindel, not yet, but I'm not I'm not going to do that on stream, am I? Yes, Sindel, it's called Buy Another Chicken. Or you put them in a little harness in water, that can help. But more about that later. Whew. That chili sorted the liver out. So as I've always said, right, the good thing about having chickens is you turn weeds into eggs and fertiliser, right? There we go. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Volfa. My wife and I lost both of our dogs when we first met each other, within about a month or two of each other. So, yeah, it's not a good headspace to be in. But then, you know, without trying to sound rude, we find the easiest thing is to just get another one. Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. No, Sindel, you've got about 3 years of lag. Oh, whoops. Rightio. So what I'm going to do is, I'm a bit different to most gardeners. Most gardeners say, oh, you got to keep the weeds out, and I go, yeah, whatever. Right. So what that does is, when you leave the weeds in the garden, right, it leaves, yeah, I know, mate. We sort of changed our mind about dogs in that last time. We got a bitch instead of a dog, mate. It was great. Totally different personality to dogs. Right. Now, how am I going to do this carefully? Which is a word that's not really in my vocabulary. I think the best way to attack this is from the back, okay? So, we got a bitch instead of a dog. Right, let's get that out. Okay, good. Whew. So what I'm hoping's going to happen, right? What are we now? Second week of April. Hopefully we get rain in the next month, because we had another 33-degree day today, which is just ridiculous. And that's the way. No, it's not, mate. We had 33 degrees today. Yeah, but Volfer, you're in Sydney, aren't you? From memory? Oh yeah, mate, it was 33 today. Oh, what a beautiful day. But I think things are getting a bit critical with the water supply and that, understandably. So, yeah, we need some soon. Now, Sindel, I don't know whether I need to pull you up on pronunciation, but it was a nice day where my mum and were. Just throwing it out there, okay? Oy, that's God getting me back for being a smartass. So what we're going to do next year, people, is in the summer we're going to plant a big corn crop on the top tier, which will also give the chickens some shade, right? That's right, Culp. And then what that'll do is that'll allow us to, yeah, it always happens to be culpable. All right, you got me there, Sindel. Now, this is an eggplant that I've deliberately left to go to seed, right? So, if you want seeds from an eggplant, that's how you get them there. See? That's your little eggplant seeds. They're the ones that you plant in the ground, okay? But you've got to leave them till the eggplants go an off colour, right? Now these ones, yeah, so that's probably about $6 at Bunnings right there. Okay, they're usually on the outside of the plant in little teardrop sections like that, right? Put them on a dry cloth. No, Volfer, that's it, mate. Swear as much as you like, bud. All I'm going to do is laugh under my breath. Try that, girls. Okay. Oh, did you? Don't rub it in, mate. Fried zucchini and garlic. Lele, follow, right? Now, Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get some seeds out of here as well. Right, now in here we've got a few different plants. We've got some Roma tomatoes, right, and we've also got some eggplant, some we've got some cherry tomatoes, which have dried up nicely. Right, so what I've done, usually when it comes to your garden, that sort of stuff, right, you always try and use the best fruit that you've got. Hello, Zoe Zadot. I hope you make more sense than Sindel, Zoe. Just throwing it out there. Oh, I do, mate. I think I've only been swearing recently since I got my dog. I think it's the company that I keep. So, okay. Rightio. Now see this, people? Right. Now see this? Yes, Sindel, don't try and make it sound as though you've got feelings. So see that there, in the hand there? Right, that's next year's cherry Roma tomato seeds for next year. Okay? Right, oh, you can't actually because of the Twitch moderation. Okay. A Culpable and Lowy. I figured out what the problem was with the audio. Well, I think I did. You know me. When it comes to technology, I'm brilliant. Just ask the mods, they love it. Culpable's giving me a medal. He looks forward to it. Right. So. Righto, come on. Girls, there you go. Get some of those cherry tomatoes in here. They're good for you. Yeah, good on you. All right, so that's another one. What I'll do is I'll do another stream tomorrow night. I'll show you how to get your own seeds. Right, yeah, I left them go deliberately, mate, so the strong ones could come out. And look, if you leave your garden for too long, right, you're obviously going to have headaches. We've gotten this just in the right time. All right, so see that there? Oh dear, maybe I shouldn't have sent that to the resident stream stalker. Right, so that's our seed for next year as well with the capsicum. Now the reason why they haven't grown that big is because I haven't hit them with hard fertilisers, okay? All I've done is just used really weak natural fertilisers and let them take them there like due course. Now, there's next year's Roma tomato seed. So basically, with all this is your DNA blueprint for next year. That's got all the DNA of the tomatoes in it. So what we're going to do is we'll use that for seed as well. Right, and hopefully don't get it mixed up like last time. Alrighty. So, let's see what else we got. Okay, that one's good for seed as well. Normally what they'll do is they'll pick the best seed and put it away. I just leave the stuff that survives because next year when you give it ideal conditions. Right, okay, big mess today, girls. Now, Zoe's a dot. Normally, when you're nice, due to genetics, you say, oh, I think you're really good at gardening, and then you'll say something about being bad at fishing. One step ahead of you, okay? But you can't say anything because we caught fish the other night, didn't we? We caught lots of fish and rays and all sorts of stuff. Come on, you bugger. Where did all this kikuyu come from? I just got to be careful if I've got a snake in here, you know. Hey, Gresso, how are you, brother? Gress, what's going on? Oh, Sindel, that's old news, mate. Seriously, Sindel, I think you need a reboot, mate. You're sort of lagging a bit with the conversation, but just throwing it out there, Sindel. Whew, tell you what, that chili got me, didn't it? Now, I can just sense Sindel's mother's eyebrows joining, the ears pinning back, and the temperature going through the roof, you know. Don't you pick on my Sindel. Brother Gress, how those bass going, mate? They're starting to get nervous or what? Audio. Oh dear. That's the one. Hey Volfa, I got some of those, I got some beautiful Palermo chili plants this year, but they're not really chilies. They don't have any heat, but talk about a tasty pipedicare. Right. Good. Let's feed this to the chooks. Oh no, mate. Sorry to hear that, Gress. Have you caught it early enough, Gress, or not? Oh, I forgot, I've got to do some measuring up, damn it. Stage one. All right, mate. Well, I hope it doesn't go any further. Yes, good guess, Sindel. Well done. You might have to bring your racehorse over so I can eat some, Sindel. Oh dear. Now, I'll show you one reason, right, and no, it's not a Tracy Chapman song. Let me show you one reason why I leave the weeds in the ground. I know they can get a bit messy and all the rest of it, but microbes need something to work with, okay? Oh dear. Okay, so microbes need something to work with, right? So see this soil here? Before we put the chickens in here, right, this soil was a really pale, light grey colour that retained absolutely no moisture whatsoever. So see how now it's gone a much darker colour with all the chicken manure we put in it? And what it's doing is it's retaining moisture, okay? That's no coincidence. It's just that we put the time into it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so what that does is, with all the extra organic matter, it'll retain more moisture, because when it doesn't have any organic matter. Sometimes it can be really hydrophobic. Right, so let's take this out here. And I mean, you know, we've had a very, very long season with the tomatoes this year, famo. Like a really long season. I mean, we've still got, look, we've still got fresh tomatoes on there now. Right, and I've been looking after them for a while. Thank you very much to the 37 viewers who are in here. Hopefully, mate. How are you? As bored as you are? What's going on, bud? Oh, hopefully you get out here, Gress. Right, so let me just show you all this. Right, so with this, okay, even though we've got the weeds and that, right, oops, nearly got the tablet. Now see this, right, when I hit this, like this, right, okay, look how much moisture has been retained in this soil, famo. Look at it, right, look at how much moisture has been retained in this soil. See how it's holding so much more moisture now, right? Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. And look, there's heaps and heaps of organic matter in it from the tomatoes and their leaves and that sort of stuff. So away we go, people. Good work. Oh dear. Now Slivovica, that's entertainment. Slivovica, 2 packs of cards, some sirene, maslini. Oh, lele. Right, now, what we're going to do is, so remember what I said to you about clearing this out from the back of the garden? Oh, I've still got, I forgot to give them to my friends, damn it. Oh dear, bugger. I better make sure they end up there, otherwise I'll never hear the end of it, like everything else. Right. Well, let's just chuck them for now. And the other thing is too, the soil's really easy to work with too, people. Right? Whereas before, it was a little bit on the difficult side. What I might do is just bring the tablet down here so I can read chat. Right, give me a second, famo. I should have used raw linseed oil on them. You can never have enough Vicia Volta. Now, so, did you shave your head, Sindel? Is that why I can't say redhead jokes? Okay, now this nasty weed here, right, this is called fleabane. That one there is called fleabane. I don't know how they got fleabane out of this, but they did. With this one, whenever you pick it up, and this is a bit of a rookie mistake by myself, wrap a bag around it, then rip it out, because these things just snap off really easy, and that'll seed for next year, okay? I think the hawk hit that chook. That's my guess. I think the hawk hit that chook. You bugger. Did you get hit by the hawk, darling? What's happened? You've gone all quiet. Unless she's got 2 eggs forming. That might not help as well. Right, so. I'm glad something that I do that involves fishing works, Gresso. Now, rightio. Now remember, usually with the weeds, you've got as much underneath them as what you have on top of the ground, famo. So what you got to do is get your hands dirty, wear gloves, however you want to do it's up to you, right? But always try and rip them out, right? And the thing is too, these have crept into other plants, but usually with grasses what they'll do, right, as you see here, is they'll send out runners underground and then they'll come up to the surface, usually somewhere fairly close to where they entered, right? And then all you got to do, just rip them out. Right, and then when they come up again, and you see, oh, that one's seeded, you bugger, and you see the fresh shoots, right, you just rip them out again. This usually stems from one plant here. And see how what I'm doing here is I'm just ripping it out as we're going along, right, like that. And what it does, see, just leaves the dirt like that. See, beautiful. It's not that big a deal. Dave Brocky, how are you, bud? Zoe, I just picked a heap of capsicum and showed everyone there. He might not have been watching because he would have been distracted by Cintel's antics. Sorry to hear you going through that, Zoe. Now, yeah, it is, mate. So, and next week, people, we've got our beach fishing stream down south, so I'm hoping we can get away for that one. Just depends on the weather and work, you know. Yeah, the garden's a great way to keep fit, Mystic. You don't get fit doing gardening unless you do it on a big scale, but getting fit, it's a great idea. Right, so let's just get this in here. Why is there so much flea blame there? Oh dear, I wonder who that is. Snake or legless lizard? Legless lizard. Righto, that flea bane's gonna have to go next year. Oh, you call them peppers, Dave? You call them peppers, mate. Oh well, that one's not as strong as it was. That's the problem. There's no good hardwood steaks anymore, people. You've just got this imported stuff from overseas. There you go, girls. Oh, Canada, yeah. And who would that be, Sindel? How's the pet racehorse going, mate? And as you can see, what we've done is we've cleaned this up pretty well. Got a few little scratches from ants and like insects and that, but nothing too bad. What I've done is I've thrown all of this to the chooks, so they'll be happy. Right, okay, there we go. Excellent. She's already got them, Sindel. Yes, I've been chatting to your mum, Sindel. So what we'll do next year, people, see all this, right, is like I said, now this would be really good mulch because it's dry, but when it's got a bit of moisture and still got green stems, fantastic, hang on, fantastic compost. No, don't hit the seeds when it's digging. The only problem is too, people, you've got to be careful because couch grasses and kikuyu like this will travel long distances to get like water and new soil. So see how we are here. There's nothing stopping this either going over the limestone or under the limestone to get to that garden bed there. But, you know, oh, your horse, right. And when you do this, people, just do little 6-foot sections at a time, you know. So what'll happen is, if we get one stem of couch grass here, see how it just sends runners down the edge of the limestone where all the water hangs out, see? We've got one long stretch of grass here. And then what'll happen is, once it doesn't go any further, it starts heading inside. You know what I mean? So what you do the edge first, after smashing out the middle like I've done. Right, ta-da. And look, once again, no sprays, you know what I mean? Because it's sand, it'll come out pretty easy, right? And then what you do, okay, is, right, yeah. So see, that's how couch grows. You'll have, I think it's rhizomes underneath that push through the soil, and then it sends up the foliage. That's why it's so invasive, especially around waterways and stuff like that. Right, so that's why you've got to dig deep, you know. Luckily, they're about the depth of the old fingers, which have ripped out tons of couch over the years. What was that? There's no tail down there, is there? Mate, I'm not looking forward to sorting this out. Whew. But we will. Right, let's just get this in here. And what you do, just shake all the sand off the roots of the couch grass like this, because what I'm going to do is throw it to the chickens. They won't be able to eat all of it, but if you've got sand on the roots of the couch grass and all that sort of stuff, right, what it'll do is wherever it lands in your garden, if you've got bare sand, right, it'll start to shoot again, and you don't want it. Okay, so yep, Stolon's up the top. So it's called Ontoculo Sindel. I had an ingrown toenail sorted yesterday, fam, so the old leg's a bit sore, but I was going crazy in the house, so I had to come out. Right, there we go. Oh yeah, that hurts. Obviously got a bit of dirt on the open wound, but that'll live. Now, as you can see, from what this looked like at the start to what it is now, right, it doesn't take much, okay? And what I'll do is, after I've gone through and changed the level of all this, right, what I'll do is I come back with a rake and level it off. And then what you do when you see the grass pop through like this, right, all you do, you just follow it down to where it's come up, okay? And then you rip it up, because it's all usually one big line like this, see? See how that's come out? Okay? Yeah, some of us don't have time to gallivant around the countryside, Sindel. Things to do, commitments, you know. What I might do with this one, this is fairly thin up the top because it had to compete with the tomatoes. So what we'll do is, rather than smash it out like that open area at the back there, I'll just rip this one out by hand for now. Right. There we go. Oh, big garden rat just shot past. The other day I found a mouse nest underneath the old washing machine housing that I've got there. So I called the chickens over and they killed about 3 of them. Chickens are savages. They'll eat anything if they can get it down their throat. Oh yeah, and I'm winning lotto tonight, everyone, so don't bother putting your tickets in. Okay? I've had a premonition. So see all this? This is just basically quite thin weeds, because we got rid of most of it, and this took a really long time to come up. Okay, there we go. Look, lovely. Oh, they are, mate. Oh, that's right, Carl. And nasty. Whew. I was in the chook bend before, and I took me, like, you know, sandal off to look at the sore toe, and then but it's cooch and kikuyu. I had more kikuyu here, mate. Right, and then the chickens come over, and I went, oh, what are they looking at it for? And they pecked it. Oh God. Oh, Express Dax, how are you, bud? Right. Now, so what we're going to do is, we're just going to work from this corner, right, out. Right. So what happens is, two people, you got to remember, right, if you've got a 1 or a 2 mil gap in your limestone or your wall at home, grass will find a way through it. Okay, so you know, you've got to make sure. So for example, here there's no gap in the mortar. Here there was one little gap, so that's where this kikuyu's come through from. Okay, there we go. Right, good. And look, cooch and kikuyu are a little bit like Jerusalem artichokes. Once you've got them in your garden, you've got them. Okay? Mind you, you've got more chance of getting rid of Jerusalem artichokes. So I'm going to try and find some Jerusalem artichokes, people. They are the best thing for your stomach. And Jerusalem artichokes are actually the only naturally occurring fruit or vegetable in America, I found out. And no, that's all right, Ax. No dramas, mate. If that's all I've got to worry about today, life's great. Yeah, they're usually thicker, mate, and they can spear through. You'd be amazed where Cooch and Kikuyu will go through, people. Mind you, with Kikuyu, right, Kikuyu is totally salt intolerant. So the best herbicide for Kikuyu is your little $2 bag of salt from Woolies. But it'll put too much like salt in your soil, which can affect your plant growth. Right. That's it, girls. Get a drink into you. Come on. There you go. Get into it. Hey? And so from what we had initially, people, all we've done is just taken a logical approach to this. Now, with the way that we planted the plants, what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to be able to put poles up here, right? Then put some plastic around all of these plants. What that will do, it will protect them from the wind, and as well as protecting them from the wind, it will hopefully protect them from frosts. So what I'll do is I'll put some posts down the middle, posts around, right, and the first hint of a frost, we'll just cover it with plastic the night before, okay? Oh, it is, Mystic. Bermuda grass. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Thanks, Mystic. You're a wealth of knowledge, mate. I appreciate that. I forget all that. I just look at the Australian side of it, you know. Now, what have we got here? Now, the other thing is too, I've left a few eggplants on here for one reason only, right? Is if I had the mulcher, which I didn't get, right? Anything you've got in the garden. Oh, we do, mate. You get frost in most places, even on the coast, bud. So, we had a frost last year that wiped out all the potatoes, mate. Bloody things, though. It just come along beautiful, and then boom, one morning, they weren't with us. Come here, rubble the bees heavy. There we go. So does everyone in Australia, Colt. I don't think you're special, bud. Right. And look, once again, people, thank you very, very much. 35 viewers. Awesome. Okay. Greatly appreciated. We're doing good things on the channel. Just shows that, you know, when you focus on content creation, things happen, you know. And it's not the most exciting content, but, you know, if things were to go sour for everyone, at least by watching this stream, you could grow your own food, okay, and save yourself a little bit of money, you know, instead of buying everything at shops. I bought a cabbage the other day, $6, couldn't believe it. So that means we grew $400 worth of cabbage last year, Pamo, you know, and guess what? We'll be doing it again. Right, this is going to be a bit tougher. I don't know why. Oh, yes I do. Okay. All right, 2 capsicums that I've got to take to good friends of mine. There you go. This was the male capsicum. So, $4.90 for half a cabbage. Hey, thanks OTC. Winter, Mystic. Best time for cabbage is winter, bud. So, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, winter. They do have some summer varieties, but the biggest problem with like cabbage and cauliflower is they need too much water, right? And if they get the slightest bit of heat and just a touch too much fertiliser, they'll bolt, right? Rightio. Nicely done. Now, flipping crows have been pinching me eggs again, the bastards. Okay. Some more eggplants for good family friends. Oh, that one's got a thing in it. Best thing to do, Mystic, I don't know which part of Australia you're in, but we're going to go to Bunnings. I would have gone today, but the old foot was a bit sore, right? And righto girls, eggplants. What are you doing? Such a sook. Silly animals. $4.90 for a half cabbage. Really? Wow. I can't believe that. The reason why we don't have too bigger eggplants and that sort of stuff, people, is like I said, I don't hammer them with, you know, like fertilisers and that. I just grow them naturally, and how they come out is how they come out. Sometimes the smaller ones like this, half kilo sauerkraut for $4. Right. See these ones here? These small ones are the really nice ones that you can roast. So what you do, cut the top off, cut them in half. You wash them, then you dry them to get all the bad taste out of them. Right, and then you lightly brush them with oil, cover them with salt and pepper and a bit of chilli. Put them in the oven until they soften up. Beautiful. Right. JMSWRNO. How are you, bud? I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm just going to call you Runner. All right? How are you, Runner? What's going on? That's just starting to yellow off. Beautiful. James Warner, oh mate, how are you, bud? Yeah, I'm not up with the new talk, you know. Bit of a dinosaur. Foot. Rightio, so now what I've got is, I've got a line of couch grass that has forced its way along this edge. It came up through that corner, headed out that way, then headed out this way, right? So, right, so now what I'm going to do is, I can get that out through there. Come on, bud. No. Don't fight it. You know you're going. Biggest problem with couch is it wraps itself around the roots of your plants that you don't want them to grow around. And then what it does, even when you get it out of the top like that, it'll hang around the bottom. So what we'll do now is we'll just rip this out, and then what I'll do is I'll go through and filter all the cooch out from around the plants. I've still got a bit around this chili plant, and then the good thing about it is it's done. And then what we'll do is we'll come back in another week or two just before the rains. We'll do it again, right, and away we go. So first things first, nice one. Hey, thanks, James. Well, Volfa, just do a small garden, bud. You know, just, I mean, I don't know how unwell you are, my friend, but, you know, just try and do a small garden, bud. Just something to keep moving, even if you have a few pot plants, mate. Oh, cucumber and pumpkin, the old standards there. Beautiful, that's what you want. Now, let's have a look here. I'll get to you in a minute, bud. You just start shaking over there. I'll be over there in a minute. Ha ha ha, do do do, da da dee. Alrighto, girls. And then what I'll do is I'll let you have a good laugh when I start chasing these chickens around so I can put them into the chook pen. So with a name like James Warner, you're obviously a cricket fan, mate? $1 a kilo, that's pretty good. Oh, can't you? Well, seriously, mate, just make all your garden beds at waist height. I know a lot of study that did that there, and it made life easier. And then once they got their strength back, because it's the same old story, bud. You know, if you can't use the body, it tends to slow down, you know what I mean? I'm finding that I'm only 54. And I mean, in an hour, what we've effectively done is we've gotten rid of about, I don't know, 75% of the weeds in this garden bed. We've still got a few around the plants, but they'll be nervous, so. Nice one, Culp. Oh dear. Now, when you've got a corner like this, easiest thing to do, right? Just get your shovel right in on the corner, right? Use the lever as it's intended to do, right? Like that. Try not to move the parent plant that I've got here. Okay. Now, what you do then is you can rip the whole lot out in one hit like this, and then I'm pretty sure that this corner was the source of all the I'm just going to get this out from around this capsicum plant. Come on, you bugger. Yep, gotcha. Lovely. All right. So, beautiful. So what we've effectively done, okay, is here. Oh, okay, mate. Oh, sorry to hear that, Volper. Oh, yeah, a lot of the old Slavs actually suffer from that, believe it or not. It's a lot worse in the war times there. Right, excellent. The stuff that we've got left in here is just quite spindly. Rightio. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of fun. Oh, they're going to be busy chooks tomorrow. All right, fam. So, yep, just like pulling out a wart, these things. Huh? Oh, that's a rotten egg. Still rotten. I've got crows that have been going into the chook pen and pinching the eggs, the buggers. Right. Okay. All right, people. So what you need to do now is you need to go to YouTube and you need to download the Benny Hill theme. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch the chickens and put them in the chook pen so the fox doesn't eat them, okay? So we're here for your entertainment, right? Okay, there we go. Right, just going to turn the light on for you, and we're into it. Gumbo, how are you, bud? I'm in Western Australia, mate. That's why it's still daylight, bud. All right. So what we need to do is turn the light on, and you lot can have a good laugh. People should be a lot more like chickens. Doesn't matter what you do during the day. You can argue, you can carry on, all the rest of it. But as soon as night time falls, you should bury your differences, pardon the pun, right, and just work together, you know. Rightio, here we go. You're welcome, mate. Rightio, let's get all this done. Righto, girls. Oh, I better not run around with my phone. Really? Don't know what happened there, Witek. Oh, God's sake, not answering that. All right, so play your Benny Hill theme. Righto, girls, come on. This is a very low budget production. Okay, now we can do this two ways, right? We can do it the easy way, and I don't injure myself and break my face live on stream, or we can do this a hard way, girls, which is what you normally choose. Oh dear. Oh, there you go. That's one. Rightio. Okay, yeah, no. Don't make me trip over like last time. Okay. All right. So this one here is a, oh it is. This one here's a Silver Lace Wyandotte, and this one here is an Isa Brown. No, stop it. Stop it. Get on the perch, stay there. Don't come down. Oh dear. Means I'm going to have to shut the chicken pen door. So what's happened here, two people along this stretch. This is the one that we prepared the other day. So that's coming along well. Stay. No, don't be like that. I seriously considered getting a miniature pig for the backyard, but you're not allowed to keep them. All right, girls. Now remember what I said, easy way or the hard way. This Gold Light Wyandotte is a spanner. Yeah, see? This thing's a flopping roadrunner. It's the only one that gives me real grief. Come on, darling. What happened to you? Now, why aren't you happy? Are you egg bound or what? You're egg bound, I think. No, no, no. Come on, steady. Steady, yeah, she's egg bound. No. Oh, she's been hit by the hawk, I think. No, no, no. Okay. You're not that bad. Good work. See? As soon as I look at it, it runs off. Girls, please, come on. Just for once. Can we make it easy? You know, we go through this every night. Every night, it's the same thing. You get excited, right? Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? Gotcha. 4 to go. Either that, or she's been bitten by a little snake. So, oh, the swans are migrating. Okay, well that means the weather's not far off then. Yeah, and the ones that are crazy hot, James, you just grow for insecticide control. Now this is a Barneveld cross, this is another Isa Brown. She's not too well though. She's been bitten by something. I hope she hasn't eaten a frog. There you go, there you go. Got a bad feeling she won't be here tomorrow. Nothing we can do about it though. Oh dear, yeah. Sindel, you're going to learn really quickly that I respond to comments that are relevant to the stream. Yeah. Right. Stop it. Oh, come on, come on, no, come on. Good girl, good girl. Oh, good. You've got a bigger crop today. You're getting better. How am I going to sneak up with me? Come here. Come on. God, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to put you in the chook pen. Trust me, it's better to go in the chook pen now, right, than get eaten by the fox during the night in there. Oh dear. Now this one here on the left, this one here on my left and your right, that's an Australorps. She's been unwell. We wormed her and she's just starting to get better now. It's taken about 6 months. This one here's another Barneveld cross. It's mental. Hey. As a rule of thumb, people, get out of the habit of going into a chook pen at night in the dark, because if you corner something, it'll strike back at you. Okay? All right? So, I don't think you can really see anything anyway, but anyway, we'll see what's happening. Now, hear that? That is the last 2 chickens' war cry. They're saying, come and get me, fatty. Oh yeah, you want some, do you? You want some? Yeah, you want some of this? Girls, don't start, okay? I get henpecked enough. They know who they are. Rightio, come on. Yes, we do the same routine. I wave my arms around, you head left, you run around the avocado, then you argue amongst each other. Right, don't. Get out of it. Okay, we've got them to the white flesh nectarine tree. Good. Right, come on. Where are you? These chickens are flipping ninjas, I'm telling you. What are you doing? See? Bugger. Rightio, we start again. Got ya. Haha. No, stop it. You psycho. No, sit. Yeah, good luck. Look. It's taken me 10 minutes to catch 7 chickens. It's going to take me 15 to catch you. Do you have to? No. Don't give me that attitude. All right? Look, no more social media. Your behaviour's off the charts. Okay? No, I'm going to take your phone off you. No more basketball after school. Hey? Come on. We'll get you in here, will we? Oh, bugger! I got feathers, that's about it. Look. Yeah, what are you going to do now? Oh, you're going to do that. Houdini. This is the Houdini chicken. Rightio. Look, the other one's looking at me just going, is that all you got? Come on. Rightio. Gotcha. Right. Yep, yeah. Oh, don't scratch me. I think this one thinks it's a flippin' rooster. So, this one here. So this one here is a gold lace Wyandotte, and this one here is an Australorps. Either way, they're still terrible, terrible children. Shush. Right. Okay. So they've got water. Okay. There we go. Lovely. I'm an adult, by the way. I am an adult. Right. All right, people. Now, I'm pretty happy with that today, famo. We did pretty well there. You know, we got rid of all those weeds. Right. Ouch. Thank you very much to the 37 people that are still watching. All right. Oh, that's right, mate. If that's all we've got to worry about, Volfa, their life's great. Yeah, look, see, this is the headache, right? What they do is when you watch the TV shows, they say, don't grow weeds, don't do this, don't do that. When you run chickens, and especially in summer, when the feed is limited in your garden because of the lack of water, right? Weeds are good because you feed them to your chooks, they eat them, they make more fertiliser, and then they lay eggs, right? So it's all good, okay? And then what we did, okay, is we put them up the top. So this garden bed here, I've got all this cooch at the front of this garden bed. It's not really an issue because what I've done is most of the garden bed in the middle has been hit by the chickens, okay? And then what we can do now is just make sure that, that everything sort of follows suit. Okay, wow, 32 viewers. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate it. You know, this is our second channel. Hopefully we get partnered on this channel one day, right? And, you know, fishing and gardening are the two things that I've probably done considerably well, you know. So, and it's about the only two things I can say that I know what I'm doing. But anyway, we'll carry on. Who have we got that's live? Let's have a look. Can't raid him, can't raid him, won't raid him. Let's have a look, let's have a look. Yeah, that is a fantastic raid. Let's go to Gumbo. Thanks for coming in. People, stick around. We're going to go and raid another Australian streamer that works so hard. James Warner, thanks for coming in, bud. Thanks, Gumbo. People, while you're still here, right, if you're new to the channel, we have 2 YouTube channels as well, right? So please go across to Australis Fishing and Australis TV. People, what we're going to do is we're going to raid Candy Rocks, okay? I think Candy Rocks is from New South Wales, is she? I can't remember. All right. So we're going to go and raid Candy Rocks. Please stick around. She's a quality streamer. Puts a lot of time and effort into her streams. Very good. Thank you, Volfa. So, look, we'll go and raid Candy, okay? Got 3 words for you. Keep being awesome, and thanks for being the big inspiration to live stream, okay? See you tomorrow.
Perfect. CBD is the area you would find the high street. Stop it! My gosh, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, guys. How was your